There's a whole lot of handsome on the latest cover of CBS Watch magazine.
Check it out.
My favorite Super Bowl snack is nachos. Loaded nachos with everything on them. I mean, I want the works.
It has to be chicken wings. There are more chicken wings consumed. More chicken wings consumed on Super Bowl Sunday than all the other days the rest of the year combined.
That's a crazy question because yours truly used to weigh 297 pounds, which most people will say was a biscuit under 300 pounds. So I'm trying to eat healthy right now. Organic cashews, organic almonds.
To eat, it would be chips and dip, maybe a hamburger, something like that. And to drink, well, you know, whatever felt good in my hand and would go down easy.
Pre-show ritual is just clearing my mind. Before you get on TV and talk to the masses, you gotta make sure your head is clear.
And I always just give a little fist pump to everybody. That's what we do before we go on, about 30 seconds before we go on, just to kind of get the camaraderie going and know that we're in this together.
I go through my over-articulation exercises. I will pronounce words like raked, deep, dated.
I used to like to do pre-show is just get physical with the guys that I work with. I like to get up in their face. I like to yell at them. I like to scream at them. Makes me feel like I'm a part of the game. And I just want to make sure that I'm ready for when the cameras go on.
Well, there's no doubt the player I idolized growing up was Jim Brown. He played for the Cleveland Browns. I grew up in Louisville, Kentucky, so they were our local team, so I saw him every single weekend. And man, he was setting records, and you know, it was great to meet him one day when I met him too, so it was all awesome.
Watching my father play. When I was old enough to realize that my father was a pretty good athlete, that's the moment I looked in the mirror and said, if I could be half the man he is, I'll be just fine.
I like to get to the stadium really, really early, at least 4 hours before the game, and usually didn't eat, which now I found out with all the scientific facts, that was a really dumb thing to do.
You know, I'm not really that superstitious, but the one thing that I always had to do is I had to hear Kashmir by Led Zeppelin before the game, just to get me pumped up. And if I didn't have Kashmir, then I didn't feel like I was ready to go.
You know, before a game when I was coaching, I had to hit and talk to the same people and shake the same person's hand. And it always had to be Hines Ward last, and I would go back and stand underneath my goalpost. So those are rituals we have, and I always put my right hand over my left.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That is really weird.
It is the most beautiful, most chaotic, most poetic game there is. Regardless of how you planned it up, it never goes according to plan, which is what makes this game so great.